What is up, everybody? Welcome back. This is a special episode because my YouTube channel just reached 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to everybody that was there at the beginning. And even though my channel is only a few months old, I wanted to talk about success in business and two main points that you're going to need to master if you want to be successful in any business. You know, this YouTube channel, we focus on making money on Amazon and an Amazon business, but this pertains to any business in life. So when I was 18, I started my first internet business, and today you would call it affiliate marketing. Google didn't exist, YouTube didn't exist. It was a completely different time back then. Everything that happens now is completely different, okay? And since then, I've had probably about 15 or 20 different businesses. 3 or 4 of them, I got to the super successful milestone, you would call it, of making more than $1 million per year in sales, okay? But the thing about it is the first thing I want to talk about is quitting, okay? So every successful entrepreneur has had so many failures. If you asked any successful entrepreneur how many failures they've had, mini failures, micro failures, and large failures, you would not believe how much they've gone through, okay? And the thing is that most of the time when you're failing and you're up against a wall and you've learned everything you can and you just can't make it work, is oftentimes when you're the absolute closest to success, okay? Almost all my businesses that didn't work or made some money but didn't really take off is because I quit too early. So I just read a statistic that said 90% of all YouTube channels never make it past 100 subscribers, okay? And 95% of all YouTube channels never make it past 1,000 subscribers. And the reason is because they all quit too early. Some YouTube channels have more success than others, and it's really just a knowledge thing most of the time. I mean, some guys get lucky, but the problem is that people will go and they'll upload a few videos and they want to quit after 5 or 10 videos because, they didn't hit 1 million subscribers. And that's exactly how business is. So if we take an Amazon business, for example, there are so many people that quit in the product research phase or after they get their first product, and their first product's been up for 2 weeks. It's been selling for 2 weeks and they want to quit. And it's exactly what I'm talking about, how you've done all this work, you've came all this way, you've launched a product, you found a product, you got it manufactured, and then you want to quit. And as I said, oftentimes you are the closest to success right when you want to quit. And I've struggled with it too, because when you're not successful in your current business, even if you've had successful businesses in the past, it's always your current business, okay? So, if my current business was failing, or when my current businesses weren't doing well along the years, you feel like a failure. And it's really tough when you're in that moment. But the hardest thing to think about is that the journey is amazing when you do make it. When you make it and you're successful and your business is making you thousands of dollars or millions of dollars or however much it's making, when you make it to that point, you're like, it's amazing. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. Thank you so much, God. But the reality of it is you had to go through so much and failures along the way and not quit at every single one of them. Every single obstacle is a chance to quit. And people quit all the time at each obstacle. And the people who make it that are successful are the ones that didn't quit, okay? So if you wake up in the morning and you want to be successful, here's what you need to do. Think about all day, every day, just think about how you can be successful, how your current business can be successful. So if you have an Amazon business, and let's just say you have a product up or 2 products, and you're not successful, think about why. Why are you not successful? Are you not on page 1? Do you not have reviews? What's the reason you're not successful? Just think about it, okay? And that's where we're going to get into the second thing you need to master as a successful entrepreneur. And if you don't master this, you'll probably never be a successful entrepreneur. You have to keep learning and always learning. You know, I've learned a lot of basic business rules along the way and, you know, general stuff, okay? But every successful entrepreneur goes through this all the time, okay? If you're not successful, if you have an Amazon business and you're not selling as much as you would like, if, let's just say, you're not selling at all, why is that, okay? Think about why and think about how you need to solve that problem. So if you go to me, Jimmy, I'm not on page 1. That's why I'm not selling. Not enough people are seeing my product. Well, think about how do you solve that problem? How do you get on page 1? Okay, what do you need to do to get on page 1? And just start thinking about that every single day. When you wake up in the morning, think about how can I be successful? How can I get my business successful? What am I missing? Okay? When you start to think about that every single day and you just let it engulf your life, you will become successful, okay? The people that are successful, they dream about it. They think about it every single day, okay? I have a couple people that have been, you know, a couple of my friends that have been super successful, even more successful than me. And every time I talk to them, they're thinking about business. And I'm like, you know, when you have so much money, you would think that they would settle down, they would slow down, they would stop working. But the most successful entrepreneurs have it ingrained in their brain that they want to be successful, and they're constantly thinking about how their business can be successful, how their next business can be successful, how just ideas, how they can take that idea and become successful, because it's just ingrained in their anatomy. That's all they think about. Now, I don't recommend you take it too far. You have to enjoy life along the way, travel, enjoy your family, all that good stuff. All that stuff comes with being successful. But you gotta be successful first. Think about every single day how you can be successful, how you can apply what you're learning, what you need to learn. What do you need to learn in your business? If you're a sales business and you're not making the sales, think about why. Why are you not making the sales, and what do you need to do to make those sales? Think about that every morning when you wake up. Think about you want to be a millionaire. Think about you want to retire and go to Hawaii. Whatever your goals are, think about what you need to do to get there. And just thinking about it and acting on it and learning and Googling and YouTubing whatever you need to do to become successful, you're instantly above 95% of people, okay? The reality of it is 95% of people are going to give up. They're going to give up way too early, okay? If they do start a business, they're going to, give it a couple months and then they're going to quit, okay? So if you don't quit and you learn everything you need to learn, you will be successful sooner or later, okay? It might be your first business, it might be your second business, it might be your third business. If you're selling on Amazon, it might be your first product, your second product, or your third product that becomes very successful and makes you enough money to quit your job. But the problem is that so many people get discouraged and want to quit before they find that successful product or that successful business. And most of the time, it's not your first business or your first product because you're learning. You have to learn everything, okay? Someone who's been an entrepreneur for 20 years just knows so much more than a brand new entrepreneur. That doesn't mean you can't learn from them. You can't be mentored. You can't YouTube. You can't learn as much as you can. If you learn as much as possible about the current business you're in, how to be successful, and what it takes to get it done, you will be successful. It's just a matter of time, okay? And if you're not successful, it's because you quit too early or you just haven't got there yet. If you don't quit, you will be successful sooner or later. Trust me, okay? It's not always it's super easy. You don't always just start making $10,000 a month profit in your first 2 months, okay? But if you don't quit and you think about that every day and that's your goal, every day, every year, every New Year's Eve that comes, if you're thinking, man, I want to make 6 figures or 7 figures a year, and that's my goal, that's what I want to do, I want to make it happen, it will happen eventually. So that is my advice. Don't quit. think about your goals every day and what you need to do to make it happen, and go out there and learn and apply what you need to make that goal and to be as successful as you want, because you can do it. You just got to not quit and learn what you need to do to get there. All right, guys, thank you so much. I love you guys. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on upcoming videos. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video.